We got a fourth one in there.
And I get a free kick.
Are you a soccer fan?
Yeah, that's what I played when I was a kid because I was uncoordinated. So that's where they put you. I was defense. Kids who don't know how to play sports play defense in soccer. And that's just how it goes.
Life lessons from Kevin Drew. That's amazing.
But the video, the video was important that they were real couples, that they were people who had an aspect of love. And Samir, oh, here we go.
I don't know if we can concentrate doing an interview while you have to have 3-4 balls flying at once.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Balls everywhere.
So I'm gonna ask you.
I'm losing though.
It's good. It's good for me when I get my loony in there in a second. So there's a quote of you saying a friend told you it's not the what, it's not the where, it's not the how, it's the why.
That was Gord Downie.
Okay. Even better.
Yeah.
Well, name dropping there. That's perfect.
He's playing in the background as we speak.
So why this record? Why now? Why just you?
I wasn't finished. I was frustrated.
Finished what?
Just with music, with albums, and it's a natural reaction when you do something like this. And I know it's a crazy time, and I own a record label, and putting out a record is. Can we drink on?
Yeah.
It's the internet, right?
I'll have one too. Here we go. Cheers. Apple juice, delicious.
Apple cider.
Apple cider.
I'm getting older. This is what I loved doing. Making records it's an incredible thing. It's a lot of fun. And I say to the bands in my label, I say, no matter what happens, don't let anyone take this process away from you. It's the best part. Sitting and recording and mixing. It's just.
What's your favorite part of that process? Because I mean, there's the writing, there's the recording, there's the mixing, there's the mastering.
I love the feeling when you find it and you get it and you capture it, like anything. Anything you're doing in life, when you know something's happening and it feels real and it's good to you, it's a wonderful thing. Why I made a record, I just wanted to. I had songs to sing. It's the only way that I can actually connect with people and get opinions out there. You know, I've had a lot of relationships, and I'm 37, done some great things, I've done some wrong things, and I think it's cold out there. I've been saying that a lot, becoming repetitive, but you know, I understand it's hard, and I get it, and I'm there with you, and I want some compassion, and I want to show that, and I want to remind people about tenderness, and I want to remind people about eye contact. Eye contact. And
it's very important.
It is. It's a good song.
All the hip songs are good. Let's switch topics. Gord Downie, you're working with him now. He's on Arts and Crafts with this new band?
Yes. Gord Downie and the Sadies and the Conquering Sun.
Yeah.
He called me.
And he was like, Arts and
Crafts. Said, let's have lunch. So I went, obviously.
Yeah.
Lovely guy, great record. The band, I mean, to be honest with you, I said, what are we doing? Why am I here? And he said, I have a record that I made with the Sadies.
Done and everything finished?
I said to him, I don't need to listen to it. Let's do this.
Really?
Yeah. True story. But
how many other bands do you do that to when they present you with a record? Say, yeah, I'm
it's
good.
Gord.
Yeah, I don't.
And it's the Sadies.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are, they're national treasures in a way, but I don't want to say that because it makes them sound old, because they're not. They're young. I said to him, I was nervous at first because I very much like Gord and I very much respect him, and it's been amazing becoming his friend. He's such a magical is Andy Kim's word that I use. I shouldn't use double.
I want to bring up Andy in a bit, but yeah.
He's just an incredible man, and he's a man who walks the earth. He's one of us, and obviously I grew up on him and all that stuff. So
Does he influence you as a lyricist?
Gord?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In terms of imagery, in terms of
his description of things was always incredible, and I always felt that he always knew exactly when to just drop that sentence in a song where it impacts you. He has such an incredible knack for that.
What on this record, where the lyrics for people to listen to when it comes out next week, where that happens, where the impact is, where you know,
I think
these are words I need to tell you.
Well, this is, you know, Dave
Besides
Hamlin, God bless him, because he mixed this and helped produce this, he was really adamant on people hearing. He said, don't mumble, and give them lyrics that they can hold on to, because I always would want to change them and hide them in metaphors of, you know, fingernails and carpet stains, like I've done and made a living out of.
Plenty of time, yeah.
10 years. But I think for everyone, it's an individual feeling when you hear something you love. And I could tell you that at any moment, lyrics for me are, I love being challenged by them. I love Steve Malcolmus. I love Isaac Brock. These are modern day, amazing, incredible lyricists. GD, you know.
Do you find that to be the hardest part of songwriting?
Lyrics?
Yeah.
If I write lyrics, that means I've failed. So I just kind of go on train of thought, sort of impulse, and then record it, and then I'll go back and I'll hear what I said, and I'll either rewrite it to what I think I'm saying, change a few things. But I mean, songs like You and Your Were, that was one take. I just went in and said, we should do something like this. And
is Leslie on that record? Is that her voice?
That's her voice,
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Feist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've known each other for 14 years, 16 years now, and I love everything about her, so it was great to have her on the record.
On the topic of Feist, I got a Twitter question when I said I was talking to you, and someone was like, what are the social scene solo discs, like the records everyone's put out outside of the social scene tunes, do you still go back to for pleasure listens?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I listen to Do Make Say Think on a daily basis.
Okay.
And I love all the bands, but
of
all
course.
the bands know.
Oh, they're all on your label. You love them all,
Do
yeah.
Makes is not on. Do Makes is on
Never mind.
Constellations.
Whatever.
Constellation, sorry, Records. But and I mean, they were around long before us. But no, I gotta admit, I listen to them all. I think Metric's Fantasies is my fave, and Star's last record, The North,
Yeah, beautiful.
gave that one a lot of spins.
I'm not going to bring up the Twitter war.
Whatever.
Just love how they try and make stories out of stuff.
Yeah, they're trying to make stories out of you. You know, they're gonna try to steal shit from you. That's what I'm doing here, okay? They're gonna try to take you away from you. That's what they want to do. Don't let them do it.
No, don't. Speaking of that, you're giving away the last record with this record if you buy a physical copy. You're doing the opposite of stealing, you're giving.
Great. Well, there's enough CDs to build a home in a warehouse somewhere, so have it.
How different is it for you putting just your name on it? Does it change anything when it's just a Kevin Drew record as opposed to Social Scene Presents Kevin Drew?
The Social Scene Presents was wonderful. We just decided we didn't continue with it because we got the band back together and we made a Forgiveness Rock record. Social Scene Presents was a wonderful marketing move and it was a wonderful financial move.
It was a marketing thing.
Well, no, we had records, but we wanted to stay within our family.
Yeah.
I'm going solo. I'm going out on my own. For me, I just feel like I'm just taking the torch of Social Scene and I'm continuing. I feel like it's been such a huge part of my life, and being the lead singer or leader, or de facto leader, or all the things, I'm just continuing on. Nothing changes. I don't even really think the music changes that much, except I'm not with my guys.
Well, it's just a 4-piece. Is it on this record? Isn't that what I read? Just 4
Yeah,
of you?
there's 4 or 5 of us. Yeah.
So who's on it?
Dave Hamlin from The Stills and 8.5. Ohad Venturchit, Charles Spearn from Do Make Say Think, and Dean Stone from Impossible Hustle. Brendan Canning makes a little appearance, plays some bass, which was great. And Jimmy Shaw has a little cameo in there, and Feisty comes out. I didn't really ask. I kept it contained, and I did a lot of the stuff because I wanted to do that way. It's very hard to take your journal and talk about it with so many people and then have all their people talk about it. And the one thing that in the end of Social Scene, which was a magical, amazing, incredible thing, is that it was hard to get into the inner conversations about everything when you're just, every night you gotta explode and you gotta be out there. But the band, the guys, they took care of me. I know there's a lot of lead guys out there who don't feel the support of their band members, and it's hard. These guys, I thought about it a lot recently, just thinking about it and talking to other, lead singers. There's a little lead singer convention you can go to and talk about your emotional issues. And these guys had my back, they did.
Are they coming on the road with you? Who's touring with you for these?
The gentlemen that I mentioned, Charlie and Ohad and Dave and
Nice.
But actually, the shows that I'm going to do with Leslie Feist are just me and a piano. I've never done that before.
Are those the ones that are on the website?
Yeah, they're on there too. Yeah, there's only one show right now. Well, 3 shows with the band, and then there's 4 shows with myself and a piano. Because It's raw, and I've never done it before, and I want to try to do things.
Is that where songs start?
A lot of these songs started on piano, and in fact, they started on a certain piano that James Shaw had in his house, and then he gave to me. Talking about friendship, because it's this piano that for some reason, and I think everyone who plays it at my house, they have the same feeling, but it's just one of those pianos where
it's asking you to insert coins. I think you should play a second round.
it's just one of those pianos. That's where I wrote Good Sex. I wrote Good Sex in 3 minutes. I just said, oh, okay, there's these chords, and then and suddenly it just gives you the opportunity to create. I don't know how to truly describe it. It's the piano. Andy Kim calls it the fucking piano. You got the fucking piano. Oh my God.
How did he change your perspective when
He reminded me what it's about. It's a song. It's a beautiful thing. It's part of your life. You're the director. You're the director of your own film. Be the director. It's your life. And he had such a youthful love for music. And Ohad and I started writing with him, and we worked with him for a month. And every day for him, he was grateful, and it was a celebration. And he didn't take anything lightly. Not a note, nothing, not little, cymbal drop, anything. Everything was so emotional to him that it was unavoidable to become addictive. It's like, wait a second, you're right. This is how you go about it. It's a celebration. This is how we used to do it. And then you become a business, and you become a corporation, and you have all your friends, and everybody gets involved, and that's a wonderful thing. You want that. It's a necessary thing to keep going. It's how you sustain. I understand, but we're all fools just trying to be great people. And Andy reminded me of that. He reminded me, like, you're this, do something. And I'll always be grateful to him for that, because it snapped me back into the idea that this is a life, and it deserves to be lived. And I'm gonna make music. I'm gonna do a lot of things. I want to do a lot of things. I love people. I say this all the time. I think people are the greatest thing. I really do. And I titled You Forgot It in People. And what I meant by that back in the day, and I mean it today, is that we forget. We just forget. And it's about kindness, and it's about a struggle, and it's about being courageous, and it's about feeling something. And as we get closer and closer to whatever's coming our way, there's just this disconnection that's happening among so many of us. And people are making a mint on fear. They're making a mint on loneliness. They're making, everywhere you turn, someone's making billions off an emotion. And I'm not saying there's going to be a revolution, because those won't last that long. I'm saying that you have to just stop and go back to the basic ideals and values of what it was all about in the first place. And you've got to try to remind the younger people that it's not such an instant gratification way of living. And in doing that, you're making a change.
Do you think he's getting all close?
Beard on beard, beard on beard, beard on beard.
You Forgot It in People.
Okay.
Gives me a thing to bring up here.
Okay.
Because I had Tokyo Police Club on last week.
Okay.
And I asked Dave, because he was saying in some interview how social scene influenced them so much. So I said, give me a question for Kevin.
Oh, cool.
Kevin, you're probably so sick of hearing about Cause Equals Time, but we loved that riff, and we used to jam that riff all the time. That was one of the things that it felt doable. We were like, oh, this song is awesome, and it's like within reach. We can, it just felt, it was great. If Cause Equals Time, what is space divided by time? Does that equal effect?
There's your question.
Wow.
Now, that's super deep.
If cause equals time, what does space divided by time equal?
Does it equal effect?
Yes. Yes, Dave. You are right. Imagine I argued that. No, Dave, hold on. First of all,
5 questions, 5 quick questions, 1 word answers.
Okay.
Road or studio?
Studio.
Lennon or McCartney?
Oh. Only because you know what the answer is.
Everyone says a different answer.
I'm getting older, okay?
So what does that
I'm
mean?
becoming a little more conservative. My
With a
values
single
are
called Good
changing.
Sex, okay.
Yes, it's a love song.
I know it is.
It's a fucking love song. McCartney.
Was that your Beatles accent? Is that what that was? Was that a Liverpool accent?
I have one accent for every country. Let's say McCartney, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but
When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, rhythm.
melody.
If someone's
Rhythm.
okay, if someone's never heard Kevin Drew before, what song do they start with?
Lover Spit.
That's coming back, man. That song has permeated the culture in a way that, like, Lord's even singing about it now.
I know. That was cool. Somebody sent me that. I had no idea who she was. And I liked the tune. I was like, oh, this is a great song. Who is this girl? I thought it was, whoever sent it to me, I thought it was...
Their cousin or whatever.
Yeah. I did. It's like, is this who is this? And then they wrote back, she's taking over.
The biggest star in the world right now, yeah.
In New Zealand. I have to take my nephew to that show.
To Lord's?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you have to? That makes it sound like you don't want to go.
No, I do. I'd love to go see her.
Did you
write a song? You like that
rewrite
song?
Lover Spit on this record? Did I
Good
read that?
Se- Yeah, I said I basically took the chords of Lover Spit and did it with Good Sex. Don't worry, we know. Good Sex.
How come you felt the need to revisit?
Well, I saw all these people. I just felt people just do that. That's just a part of songwriting is whatever works, keep going with it. And I'm very much a CGDF kind of guy. And Lover Spit was a very good song for me. People talk to me about it all the time.
And I'll stop. I'm sorry.
No, I mean it in a way that it's, you know, they say if you could write one song. So Lover Spit started to become that for me, and with Good Sex, I wanted the same sort of notion. I wanted that feeling. I find Lover Spit is very comforting within the confusion of it all, if I may. And that's exactly the sentiment I wanted to get out with Good Sex, just older.
Back to the 5 questions. Final
Okay.
question in one word. Kevin Drew. In one word.
Can't do it.
Fine.
Won't let you. One word?
One word.
No fucking way.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
like
doing that.
No, that's fine. I've had a few people do that before.
How much time do you guys have?
I think you need to go. Wasn't that David being like, we gotta go?
How am I doing? Jeez Louise, I gotta do some sit-ups. Work out. It's important. You want a Maserati? You want a house in France? You gotta work, bitch.
You just singing rap lyrics now?
I'm quoting one of the great poets of our time, Britney Spears. Right?
Hey,
You gotta work, actually. Let's make it PG. You gotta work.
Gotta work.
That was a great tune.
Which one?
The last Britney Spears song? I
don't know. What? Maybe I do if I heard it. I can't think of the top of my head. I have a different record
Have
I
you
listen
heard
to
it?
every day for work.
Yeah, you do. What have
Yeah.
you been listening to? Let's talk
Tokyo,
about it.
then you.
Okay.
I got Dallas Smith next week in the matinee. Dallas Smith, Default. Got a country record out now.
Oh, cool. You're done? Where's this part of the interview? Jesus Christ.
This idle chat.
Yeah. Idle chatting's where the real stuff comes out.
Hey,